welcome back to the channel, everyone. How is everybody doing today? Guff here, and you know what that means. It's a new day, and that means it's a new review. Today's review, we will be looking at the Transformers Studio Series Constructicon Combiner Hightower. He is a Decepticon, and he does combine to make an arm for the Combiner Devastator. So there he is, and here we go. Let's go ahead and get the first thing on our checklist off the list. Let's go ahead and move him out of the way and take a look at the packaging. On the front here, you do have the products, I guess you can say movie picture of Hightower, which does look menacingly dangerous enough, I guess you could say. And then it does say number 37, which is the figure number and the lineup. Studio Series Constructicon Hightower, Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, which would be the second movie of the 5 movies. Ages 8 and up, Hasbro, Transformers Generations, Takara Tomy. On the front, you do have the hanging tag, you do have the window at the top, and then again, once again, the Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. On the side here, we do have a picture of the big guy himself, Devastator. It is authentic Transformers. At the very top here, we do have the logo for Devastator as well. Let me see if I can zoom in on it real quick. There we go. Whoa, too close. There we go. And then on the other side, we do have a close-up of Hightower's face, which actually is really nicely shown, depicted. It does say Studio Series number 47 here, and then at the bottom here we do have Deluxe Class, and then the same exact thing in 3 different languages. On the bottom here we do have the barcode, made in Vietnam, extra wordings, and then we do have on the back here other Transformers from this lineup. Trying to get it to focus here, which that one would be Autobot Drift, and that one is Dropkick. And then it does say that we do have a backdrop, which is included inside the box. We do have the products, 2 different alt modes, well, robot mode and alt mode, and then it does have a 3rd mode, which is the combiner mode. At the very top here it does say big screen inspired, scale detail backdrop, and then it does have a little 1-line sentence that says, hey, Constructicon Hightower combines with his comrades to form Constructicon Devastator, and then it does say Pyramid Desert Battle. And then it does say Constructicon Hightower at the top there, and then Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. So with that being said, it does say not for kids under 3 because it is a choking hazard. With that being said, let's go ahead and get that out of the way. So here we go with Hightower in his vehicle mode. Very nicely done, actually. Don't mind this one too much. The only problem that I see with it is the CE right there. Very much visible. You do have the ladder right here, which they could have just took and painted in between these steps with the yellow to make it more visible. Because as you can see, there we go, where the ladder steps are, but if you're at a distance you can't really tell. There's the threads, the metal in between, the back piece, top part, there goes the crane, which does have a claw, which does come off rather easily. And then you do have the connection for the combiner mode. We do have the same metallic light blue windows like how Scrap Metal and Scrapper has. And then along with Skipjack, same way as on the other side, it's the ladder and then the back part. Now it is on a hinge joint right here. This whole part does come off, connects right back in. This does move as well. It does roll like it should, like any vehicle should. But other than that, you can tell it's primarily done up in yellow, black, and silver and gray. So with that being said, I know if you look at the box, the crane here is done up in yellow, but they done it in black instead, which is not a problem. Let's go ahead and do a size comparison of this deluxe class Hightower. Here we have him next to Scrap Metal here, which is fairly the same size roughly, I guess you can say. If you bring all that up, you can see that Hightowers actually does come up a little bit more, just because of the claw. But other than that, they're about the same size. The treads are roughly the same size as well. Let's go ahead and bring Mixmaster in here. He is a Voyager class. Trying to adjust this real quick. There we go. He is a Voyager class. As you can see, roughly a lot more bigger, well, longer than what Hightower is. Here he goes next to Scrapper, which is also a Voyager class. As you can see, it's smaller than Scrapper. Let's bring in Skipjack. Now I do like how all of them primarily match exactly in the same shade of yellow and black, along with the silvers, as you can see. But Skipjack is considerably larger. And let's go on ahead and bring in the big man himself, Scavenger. As you can see, he is a leader class. Way much more larger, as you can see. And Overlord. Very much longer, as you can tell. He is taller unless you bring up the crane. like so. He is also wider than Hightower. So, there we go with that. Let's go on ahead and get on with the transformation, shall we? Which, if you remember, I did say that he does have a third mode, which is the combiner mode, which means you would have to get him basically back into his vehicle mode. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. So there we go. Here we have him in his vehicle mode, as you can see. So to actually change him from the actual vehicle mode to the combiner mode, all I have to really do is do like I show you real quick. So what you're gonna wanna do is go on ahead and unpeg it from where it's pegged in his threads. You're gonna see these pegs right here on both threads. They'll be towards the front, and you'll see that hole for you to peg it into. So you're gonna wanna rotate it so you can peg it in there, like so. So it's gonna look like that. And you're also gonna wanna unpeg the thread from where it's pegged in, right there. So you're gonna have it looking like that if you have it lying down. And then the next thing you're gonna do is bring out his head and neck. I don't know why mine is so hard to get to come out. There we go. So you're gonna have it come straight out like that, and then gonna have the head come straight down like that. So just like that, you're gonna take this off and slide it, right on the back of his neck, on that little swivel joint. Just like that. There we go. So that is basically how you would do it. Now actually, if I remember correctly, it's supposed to be like this, so the two claws will be towards the threads right there. Come on. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I did have it right. But as you can see, it's supposed to be able to move around. And this part will just keep out, because that's what connects Hightower to scrap metal. And then all I have to do is bring this out. Like so. And then straighten this out. And there you go. Looks like this alien-like spaceship thingy, I guess you can say. Until we connect it to the rest of them, which I'm not gonna do any actual combinations until I go to combine all of them in one video. But that's how it's gonna look. And just to turn him back into the vehicle mode, all I have to do is just grab the claw hook it back on, like so, and then unhinge the thread again from that hole, and plug the hinge back in, and make sure it's all good to go. Bring the head back in like so. Bring this part down like so. Unhinge this one. Bring it down like it's supposed to. There we go. Bring this connection back down. And then there we go. You have him back in vehicle mode. With that being said, have a good one. Until next time, hope you all is well and have a good day, good afternoon, good night. This is Scuff, and I'm out.